Eye on the Tigers News. I'm Abby Garrett.
And I'm Kennedy Lamb. Thanks for joining us for the news we've been following for you. The man accused of opening fire at a Planned Parenthood clinic in Colorado Springs lived a troubled, isolated life in the mountains of South Carolina and Colorado. But acquaintances said he never hinted that he would target the organization. Robert Louis Deere, 57, will make his first appearance in court Monday. He is accused of killing a police officer and 2 civilians, an Iraq war veteran and a mother of 2, who were accompanying separate friends to the clinic. The rampage touched off an hours-long standoff and shootout Friday that also left 9 other people in the hospital.
The gathering of 151 heads of state and government comes at a somber time for France, 2 weeks after militants linked to the Islamic State group killed 130 people around Paris. Fears of more attacks have prompted extra high security and a crackdown on environmental protests, and threatened to eclipse longer-term concerns about rising seas and increasingly extreme weather linked to a man-made global warming. President Obama paid his respects to the victims of the Paris attacks by visiting the area over the weekend.
A college student who jumped over the White House fence while draped in an American flag was committing civil disobedience and had no plans to harm himself or others, his attorney said Sunday. Joseph Caputo, 22, of Stamford, Connecticut, was carrying a binder with a, quote, rewritten constitution when he scaled the fence on Thursday, prompting a lockdown while President Barack Obama celebrated Thanksgiving with his family, attorney Stephen Seeger said. Caputo was the first person to jump over the White House fence since the Secret Service installed additional metal spikes earlier this year in response to a series of security breaches.
U.S. shoppers no longer blow the bulk of their holiday budgets on the day after Thanksgiving, known as Black Friday. It's a major shift that has made it difficult for stores to track and learn from shoppers' spending habits during the traditional start to the busy holiday shopping season. Many U.S. shoppers like to make purchases on their desktops and smartphones nowadays. They insist on getting big discounts whenever they shop, and they don't feel pressured to shop on particular days. That shift has caused the National Retail Federation, the nation's largest retail trade group, to overhaul the way it tracks shopper spending and visits during the 4-day Thanksgiving weekend, something it's been doing for more than a decade. The group said the changes are aimed at getting a fuller picture of shoppers' habits, including their growing affinity for online buying.
Despite some mighty competition, Katniss and her crew dominated the box office once again. The Hunger Games Mockingjay Part 2 held on to its first-place spot in its second weekend in theaters, earning $51.6 million to top The Good Dinosaur and Creed, which both debuted Wednesday, according to Rentrak estimates on Sunday. The 4th and final installment in Lionsgate's highly successful series has grossed $198.3 million to date. Audiences had their pick of genres over the crowded Thanksgiving Day weekend. Disney and Pixar's animated dinosaur movie took second place, bringing in $39.2 million Friday through Sunday, while Creed, a new entry into the Rocky Balboa canon, came in third with $30.1 million.
Today's odd news of the day is as strange as it gets. Authorities say a suspected burglar who became stuck in the chimney of a Central California home died after the homeowner unknowingly lit a fire in the fireplace. Authorities said a homeowner in the rural town of Huron heard someone scream after lighting a fire in his fireplace Saturday afternoon and alerted authorities. When the homeowner realized a person was stuck in the chimney, he extinguished the fire.
With a peek into this week's holiday forecast, here's Alexis.
We woke up to the coldest temperatures of the school year so far this morning, with temperatures barely reaching the 20s. Thankfully, the wind was down and the sun warmed up things pretty quickly. Today's bright skies won't last long as new frontal system enters the area, bringing us wet weather for our Tuesday. It may rain pretty steadily at times on Tuesday, with temperatures in the mid-40s, and we can expect up to half an inch of rain. The rain will move out late Tuesday, but clouds will remain on Wednesday, but temps will still be above normal. In the upper 40s, the rest of the week looks gray. More clouds than sun with temperatures in the mid-40s. That's the forecast. Have a great day. I'm Alexis.
With a quick look at what's going on in sports, here's Justice Dan.
Then there was one NFL team left with a perfect 11-0 record. The New England Patriots fell to the Denver Broncos 30-24 in overtime last night, ending the Pats' chances for a perfect season. Only the Carolina Panthers remain undefeated. They piled on the lifeless Dallas Cowboys on Thanksgiving Day. More locally, the Buffalo Bills squandered a halftime lead to the Chiefs, losing late 30-22. The loss puts a serious hurt on the Bills' playoff chances, especially considering the Jets ended their losing streak by beating up on the Dolphins 38-20. The New York Giants had a chance to separate themselves in the NFC East, but came into Washington with a lackluster effort and dropped the game 20-14. Here's a quick roundup of the weekend's games.
Happy holidays, everyone.
Week 12, mid-50s, sun is shining.
This is a special day.
All excited, trying to keep hopes alive for Super Bowl 50.
These teams are in the hunt in their respective conference playoff battles. Ready for prime time?
We're down at 10. Manning from the end zone, rolling right. He throws, and Harris had it deflect away, and it is picked off by Will Blackman, the former Giant.
That's 2 interceptions right now at this stage of the game.
Hoyer running out of time, retreating, stepping up, throwing for Griffin, towards the end zone, touchdown Texans. First time this season the Texans have got points on their opening drive of the game.
Second down and a yard, and Eifert with his NFL leading 12th touchdown of the season.
Smith 5 of 8. First and 10. Going long again. Macklin working on Darby. Got him! Touchdown! And the Chiefs close the gap again with Alex Smith's arm. Darby steps up, puts him under it, throws end zone. It's caught. Gates again for the touchdown.
You got to go to your best players at critical moments. Phillip Rivers to Antonio Gates.
If he can't cover, they'll keep going there.
Pulls to the middle of the field, and it is intercepted by Reggie Nelson. Nelson having a big-time year. That is his 6th interception of this season, most in the NFL.
First down at the 19. Throwing again with a short drop. Into the end zone. Touchdown, T.Y. Hilton.
And again, Ivory sidestepping, stays on his feet. Ivory breaks another tackle. Chris Ivory. What a run! Touchdown, Jets. The Jets have a party in the end zone.
Peterson, left side. Peterson still going. Touchdown!
That's a different beast right there in Adrian Peterson.
His 99th career touchdown. 158 yards on the ground for the great Adrian Peterson.
Big first down for the Raiders. Carr going to the end zone. It is caught by Seth Roberts for the touchdown. The Oakland Raiders absolutely needing this one. Mariota. And this one is intercepted. The Oakland Raiders come back. We're down at 2. Manning throws. Beckham. A diving catch. What a catch.
You have got to be kidding me. I mean, this guy does it on a weekly basis. This is unbelievable.
In a tie game with 2.5 to play, Carson Palmer, can he run it in? Palmer to the goal line and into the end zone. Touchdown, Carson Palmer.
Here they come. Pass across the middle, and it's caught for the first. It's Baldwin.
Shaking free and sprinting down the sideline for the touchdown. His 3rd of the day.
To the toss. Anderson, he'll get it. And plenty more. C.J. Anderson is going to go all the way. And the Denver Broncos win the game. So only the Carolina Panthers are undefeated. And who would have guessed that at the beginning of the year?
After Syracuse University's men's basketball team swept 3 games to win the Battle of Atlantis tournament in the Bahamas over Thanksgiving holiday, the team jumped into the AP ranking in a big way. The Orange went from being unranked to number 12 in the rankings. They take their 6-0 record into the Dome on Wednesday when they face Big Ten foe Wisconsin. Speaking of basketball, the Lady Tigers hoop team got off to a great start on Friday morning when they doubled up Central Valley 60-29. Senior Kendra Harder set a career high with 32 points. Fellow senior Amy Holland chipped in the 12 points. The Lady Tigers came on the court again today when they traveled to APW. And finally, after 20 years in a Lakers uniform and a lifetime in basketball, Kobe Bryant determined that his aching body and his passion for the game had both grown weaker than his excitement about the future. That's when Kobe decided he could only wait a few more months to begin his life after the Lakers. Bryant announced Sunday that he will retire after this season, ending a landmark 20-year NBA career spent entirely with Los Angeles. That's a quick look at sports. I'm Justice Dan.
A quick glance at the calendar shows important events for seniors and their parents. Mexico's annual Financial Aid Night will be held on Wednesday, December 3rd, beginning at 6:30 p.m.
The SATs will be given this Saturday. The next SAT exam will be on January 23rd. That exam will be held at Mexico High School.
Christmas in Mexico is scheduled for this Saturday, with a variety of events taking place throughout the village.
Looking into next week, students will be off on Wednesday, December 12th, due to professional development for teachers.
That's it for us. For the staff of Eye on the Tigers News, I'm Kennedy Lamb.
And I'm Abby Garrett. Thanks for checking in with us. We'll be back at it again Wednesday afternoon. For the staff of Eye on the Tigers News, have a great day.